Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Felix Tian from DJI. Welcome to this session on leveraging drone solutions across industries. I'm glad to have you here. I'm sure many of you joined our earlier session where we launched 2 new payloads designed for aerial surveying and mapping. In this session, I'll go over some of the specific use cases in more detail to give you a more concrete idea of the capabilities of our 2 new payloads. This session will be around 30 minutes. Please leave your questions in the interactive chat and I'll answer them after my presentation. Over the past decade, hundreds of companies in the GIS world have reaped the benefits of drone technology. In the SkyLogic Research 2018 Drone Market Sector Report, it was identified that the contextual data provided by drones, including collaborative maps, quick and accurate measurements, interactive 3D models in projects, and integration of aerial data into everyday tools were of more value than the drones themselves. This is a telling finding and exemplifies our place in the fourth industrial revolution, where data and analytics drive the core components of work. Since the inception of DJI's enterprise business, we wanted to empower users across industries with smart, capable tools that help them streamline workflows and avoid workplace hazards. At the same time, we are moving away from looking at our products as just drones. Our efforts are instead shifting towards data collection as a complete value chain for the drone solution. It isn't useful for enterprises if we just offer one part of the stack. When contextualized against the needs of surveying and mapping industry, our goal is to equip more people with drones as smart pieces of equipment. By having drones in their toolbox, operators can quickly create accurate, geo-referenced digital copies of the world without breaking the bank. We at DJI strive to engineer and provide end-to-end solutions that meet the rigorous demands of our customers for all stages of their work, from data capture to flight management to data analytics, and finally to gleaming actionable insights. For data capture, we have consistently delivered complete hardware packages that reliably rise to the diverse demands of our customers. Our drone platforms and payloads dependably and safely reach target areas while simultaneously collecting high-resolution imagery, videos, or data necessary for project demands. In terms of flight management, we have developed a software ecosystem that natively supports our hardware to provide a stable, organized, intuitive interface that you can use to manage flights, process data, and derive results across your organization. Collecting your high-quality data is just the first step. Comprehension of your data and the insights they bring are the true value of UAVs for your work, which is why we focus a lot of our attention on creating powerful tools for data analytics. With DJI Terra's new update, you can now process your data with 400% increased efficiency. Together, each of these pillars come together to provide you with actionable insights or intelligence necessary to make the best decision for you and your organization, be it to decrease the risk to boots on the ground or increase efficiency in terms of time and cost. As an engineer myself, I'm very excited to be leading the product development of DJI's very own photogrammetry software, DJI Terra. And I'd like to share some very impressive use cases we've seen in the field, where people use drone technology to save time, money, and sometimes even people's lives. Pioneering individuals and organizations across a variety of industries have found impactful ways to incorporate UAVs into their workflows to derive ROI, increase operational efficiency, and improve safety. Construction and surveying companies are able to react faster to corrections required to be made in the field with the 3D map of their site generated quickly and efficiently. Utility providers like electricity or oil and gas companies can automate routine inspections and generate accurate digital twins of sites that are spread across the world. Public safety agencies can respond more effectively with pre-mapped sites or real-time 3D reconstructions of a collision or disaster site. In the AEC and surveying industry specifically, we've seen our drones being used to capture data for centimeter-level accurate maps and models for a range of applications, from cadastral surveys to natural heritage site protection and preservation. Here are a few examples of the types of projects we've done in the past. To meet your rigorous demands, we have launched revolutionary products such as the Phantom 4 RTK and the Matrice 300 RTK. With the Zemuse P1 and L1, we hope to further democratize surveying and provide surveyors the accessible tools needed to get the quality data that meet or even exceed the project requirements. Here's a lineup of our current surveying solutions. First up is our entry-level solution, the Phantom 4 RTK and DJI Terra. Featuring a 1-inch, 20-megapixel CMOS sensor, the P4 RTK fits in a backpack and can take off in minutes. When used with DJI Terra, it is a solid solution to create quick maps in real time of a work site or detailed 3D models in post-processing. In early 2020, we launched the Matrice 300 RTK, our new flagship enterprise drone platform designed for the toughest jobs, with a whopping 55-minute maximum flight time, an IP45 rating, and a whole host of smart features to gather the intel you need quickly and safely. The M300 RTK has become a crowd favorite among inspectors and firefighters. Now, with the Zemuse P1 and L1, it will surely become a trusted tool for surveyors like you. Next, your new go-to aerial photogrammetry solution, the Matrice 300 RTK plus Zemuse P1 and DJI Terra. A highly accurate, intuitive solution that achieves 5-centimeter absolute accuracy without GCPs. Thanks to the long flight time of the M300 RTK, you can cover larger areas in a single workday. This 45-megapixel full-frame camera, designed for aerial photogrammetry, can be outfitted with 3 lenses options for different missions. The global mechanical shutter and the TimeSync 2.0 system, combined with the real-time position and orientation compensation, allow you to capture data with centimeter-level accuracy. The smart oblique capture feature dramatically improves efficiency, mimicking a multi-sensor oblique camera, and only capturing the photos essential to the reconstruction at the edge of the mapping areas. The Zemuse L1 makes up a versatile LiDAR solution with the M300 RTK. Our first LiDAR payload, designed for aerial surveyors, integrates a powerful yet lightweight LiDAR module from Livox, and capable of fusing data from the GNSS and IMU modules, as well as the RGB camera, to deliver true color point clouds. Point Cloud Live View lets you visualize the true color point cloud as the drone flies, which is ideal for missions that are more time sensitive. The LiDAR module's unique non-repetitive scanning process allows the sensor to capture data in any direction, as opposed to along a defined plane. This process has proven to not only capture data more quickly, but also to scan areas that a traditional LiDAR simply cannot, which is critical for mapping applications. In addition, we also have a compact, integrated multispectral imaging solution, the P4 Multispectral. This solution is great for quick vegetation index analysis on farms to help manage crop health or for forest and natural resource management. Finally, the Matrice 600 Pro is our heavy lifter drone that supports a variety of specialized third-party payloads. Some examples include larger LiDAR modules, multispectral, or hyperspectral sensors. Now, let's take a deep dive into the specific use cases scenarios of the Zamuse P1 and L1. The Zamuse P1 can come in handy in many scenarios, especially for larger projects that involve thousands or tens of thousands of images, covering large physical areas and could be time and labor intensive while having high image resolution requirements. Here are the mission types. Real-time mapping. When you're on site and clock is ticking, having a comprehensive overview of a large area can make your life a lot easier. Get the P1 in the air to cover large areas quickly so you can decide how to dispatch your teams on the ground. This can be crucial for use cases like an emergency response scenario, mapping a landslide, or a large-scale car crash on a snowy day, for example. The efficiency that this solution provides is crucial in urgent emergency response, where teams cannot access locations on foot, and simple live drone footage does not provide enough intel to act on. To get more refined results, 2D orthomosaic missions let you reconstruct orthomosaics that meet the highest accuracy requirements without putting down any GCPs. The optimized workflows for data analysis in DJI Terra can process images quickly to generate highly accurate results. We've seen solid results in the field with GSDs of 1.5 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and 5 centimeters for a 1 kilometer square lot. Here's a sample of the data quality we got from a mission with the 1.5 centimeter GSD. Simply, you can use this solution to create 1 to 500 scale ortho maps without GCPs, which can be greatly beneficial for urban planning, environmental management, and more. The high sensitivity and low noise imaging capabilities allow you to work in less than ideal lighting conditions without sacrificing data quality. For scenarios like forensic analysis or large-scale disaster mapping, you can generate detailed models of the site for additional analysis off-site. You can also conduct detailed surveys of natural resources such as forest and water bodies to measure area and distribution, identify the types of resources, or map boundaries and coasts. In addition, optimizations made for corridor mapping result in efficient flight route planning. These will help streamline workflows in mapping rivers, power line corridors, and more, and will be especially helpful for hard-to-access locations that will be very difficult for teams to get to on foot. Gather accurate aerial data at a sub-centimeter level GSD of geologic hazard sites or features so personnel can easily evaluate the situation and conduct preliminary explorations without being exposed to any danger. For example, in oil and gas, this solution can be used for upstream mapping and well pad monitoring. And in mining, it can be used for large-scale inventory tracking or acquire data during the exploration phases. Moving on to the 3D oblique and detail modeling missions, the Smart Oblique Capture feature allows you to acquire oblique images from multiple angles that meet the requirements of 3D modeling across industries such as urban planning and centimeter-level accurate cadastral surveys to serve 3D reality models and smart city planning. Thanks to the full-frame sensor and the multiple lens options of the P1 and the powerful drone platform that is the M300 RTK, you can fly the drone at a safe distance away from the structure while capturing extreme details of the structure, even details on the vertical surface like a cliff. Overall, we see the Zenmuse P1 and M300 RTK solution as a major upgrade from our Phantom 4 RTK, not only because of the larger CMOS, but also in the sense that it offers users a lot more flexibility and reach with their aerial mapping tool. Now, let's move on to the Zenmuse L1. With this solution, you have the flexibility to operate in low light conditions, which effectively extends your hours of operation and saves you multiple trips. When used with DJI Terra and M300 RTK, the L1 forms a complete solution that gives you real-time, true-colored 3D data, efficiently capturing the details of complex structures and delivering highly accurate reconstructed models. We see this solution be used throughout asset-intensive, high-risk, and hazardous environments, including in oil and gas, mining, infrastructure, telecommunications, and power. Our partner, Halo Robotics, has been testing the L1 in the geothermal upstream operations in oil and gas. In their experience working with Pertamina, the largest oil and gas company in Indonesia, they have found that LiDAR is particularly useful in the following areas. First, elevation modeling for land morphology analysis, including geological features and watershed analysis, which is key to geothermal drilling and power production. Second, vegetation mapping and right-of-way analysis for pipeline and power structures, so that they can be maintained safely and efficiently without any environmental impact. Third, as-built LiDAR scanning and 3D modeling for maintenance management and EPC, including even very complex assets which can be converted into real-world CAD models that are hugely useful for engineering and maintenance. For intricate and complex structures like power lines or environments that are heavily foliaged, a LiDAR sensor excels at mapping vegetation encroachment or extracting highly accurate DEMs for topo maps. Of course, the rich 3D model constructed using LiDAR data can be used across AEC and surveying industries, letting teams keep track of the projects from designing, building, monitoring, and accepting to maintaining and inspecting. The full project lifecycle can be easily digitized and shared across your organization or with different teams. Our partner, Frontier Precision, worked with Houston Engineering on a variety of projects that benefited from LiDAR. Houston Engineering Company is a civil engineering and surveying company based out of Fargo, North Dakota. They use LiDAR primarily on road projects to save time and gather information that would be otherwise impossible to get by traditional surveying methods. In Houston Engineering's work on road grading and widening, they found an aerial LiDAR solution like the Matrice 300 RTK and Zenmuse L1 to be extremely valuable, as it is capable of mapping vertical slopes as well as generating data live in the field with field reports to minimize rework. The specialized optimizations made for corridor mapping also help keep crews off the road to ensure their safety. The highly integrated payload sensor can be a game changer for many businesses. As DJI's enterprise teams continue to innovate, we want to push the boundaries by providing products that are not only revolutionary to the world of work, but more importantly, are reliable, affordable, and accessible. We will keep honing our craft from hardware to software and help foster a vibrant commercial drone ecosystem that gets work done efficiently and safely. For the surveying and mapping community, this means it is paramount that our products deliver highly accurate data, and this is why RTK has become a standard component in DJI's enterprise drones today. And we are committing to making it a standard requirement for all of our future enterprise aircrafts. In addition to continued improvements on DJI's part, we want to support our developers in taking advantage of our SDK program to build successful businesses on top of our platform. As of this month, the DJI developer community is larger than it has ever been, with over 20,000 active developers, more than 1,000 published apps, and over 71,000 total developers registered on the platform. Additionally, our hardware developer community continues to grow on top of our payload SDK, with more than 30 different third-party payloads released and in production. We strive to build an integrated ecosystem and value our community of developers and system integrators, and are constantly exploring new ways to support and partner with them to bring new solutions to the world. Today, we're excited to also release a guidebook for the use of drones in the construction industry. This downloadable PDF, which was created in collaboration with our partner at Propeller Aero, is a definitive resource for members of the construction industry who are interested in upping their game with drone solutions and learning about how drones can be used for BIM, capturing digital twins, 3D modeling, inspection, remote monitoring of assets, and more. Follow this link to get the guidebook. To wrap things up, I strongly encourage you to visit our digital booth and attend the flight demos in Interaerial Solutions to see the P1 and L1 in action. Thank you for sticking with me, and I hope you found my presentation helpful. Next, I will answer some of the questions that have come through during the presentation. Thank you.